It has been a while, guys, but it feels really good to be back. And I bring some pretty awesome news based off of my observations of the trends going forward for Square Enix and what that means for Final Fantasy's future with the company. And I think everybody is going to absolutely love this. And if you love Final Fantasy, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to help raise that 38% even higher. And so you don't miss out on any other updates, because Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is getting some amazing stuff coming soon. And we're just under 3 months away from its release in February. Now, with that being said, let's get into the video. Over time, there's been something I noticed when it comes to Square Enix with their partnerships when it comes to, well, Sony. While it can be a very profitable, lucrative deal for them, they would receive obviously a bonus for them partnering with Sony, and Sony would sell consoles on top of that, and that's the main end goal for that. However, in terms of reputation and the community and fan reception, a lot of people aren't fans of that, specifically people that play on PC and Xbox, because and Nintendo as well, because it's like, hey, we want to play these awesome games. We don't have to buy a whole entire console to do that. And I, as a fan of all consoles and PC, I completely agree. I would love nothing more than for you guys, for everybody to be able to play these amazing games on whichever platform they want. When Final Fantasy VII Remake was officially announced and given a release date, that also exclusive to PlayStation 4, if you guys recall that originally was March 3rd, 2020. And, you know, obviously we know that there was a delay. That actually did not come out until April 10th, 2020, so about a month and 7 days later. However, if you look at the box art originally for this, the original box art had timed exclusivity deals marked on it already, where this was not going to be on anywhere else. You can play it first on PlayStation 4, but it'll be available on other places March 3rd, 2021, the following year. Eventually, obviously, we know that was delayed till April 10th, a month later. And when the new box art came out, I had this originally right here. You can see it says April 10th, 2021, when you'll finally be able to play it on other platforms other than PlayStation 4, which we now know was mainly a thing for PS5. So jumping forward to the Remake Intergrade final trailer, when this was actually releasing for PS5, they actually showcased that originally we thought it was going to be April 10th, 2021. It was a little bit of a delay for whatever reason. They pushed it to the summertime release, and we saw it come out on June 10th, 2021. So about a year and 2 months later, right? But still, the days line up. But a very important thing to note is right after this moment right here, a PlayStation logo comes up and it says it's a PlayStation 5 console exclusive with an asterisk saying it's available on PS5 at least 6 months earlier than any other format. We now know that this eventually released on PC. And if we go to the PC trailer right here, it does say December 16th, which is 6 months later is when it released on PC Epic Games Store first. The Remake Intergrade PC version came out on December 16th, which is cool. 6 months after this, because this released on, what was it, June 10th, right? So 6 months after that, give or take, 6 months in a week, we got Integrated drop. Now jumping forward, another 6 months after the Epic Games Store version released, we got the Steam version to drop. And if you notice, it doesn't actually say a specific date. Oh my god, YouTube, chill. It says now available on etc, etc. But if you expand it, it does say June 16th, which is exactly 6 months after December 16th, 2021, when it first released on PC via Epic Games Store. And so now it's getting good. Don't worry, it's getting good. So now when we look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which has a release date of February 29th, 2024, 3 months from right now as of recording this video. At the very end of that trailer, it is a PlayStation 5 exclusive, not available on other formats, not 6 months, but 3 months after it releases. So it releases February 29th, 2024. We can expect to see Final Fantasy VII Rebirth releasing on other platforms, and if the trend continues, Epic Games Store first or PC in general, 3 months after the release, which is a very, very good sign of things to come, man. I mean, I would love for it to be instantly available, and it seems like Square Enix is working towards that right now. I mean, they actually recently started doing partnerships with Microsoft. They're bringing Final Fantasy XIV over to Xbox. I think it's in beta right now, 6.2 for Final Fantasy 14 is when they started the Xbox beta for 14. So I think that is obviously a positive thing because it's going to help out queues. It's going to help out the entire player population will be able to access a whole wide variety of a pool of players, which I think is the best possible outcome for that game. It really does need some help. And plus, they have a new expansion coming out soon with Dawn Trail in the summertime next year. But for some of you guys, this isn't exactly new news, right? Some of you guys already have been paying attention to this, but some of you guys, this might be very new as well. Well, there is a PC version of Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, the mobile gacha game, which is no longer just going to be a mobile gacha game. It's actually coming to Steam next week. When did it originally come out? It originally came out September 7th, 2023. We've been playing it. It's been about 3 months now since the game came out, right? Well, Audrey posted that Famitsu actually uploaded a video of their Ever Crisis gameplay on Steam, and the game runs really smooth. You can choose between 30, 60, and 120 frames, as well as 4K resolution. And it releases on Steam December 7th, 2023, which is exactly 3 months after it originally released on mobile. So this is awesome, man. I mean, just looking at the footage right here, this is Famitsu's official page. This is the footage in 4K 60. We can't show 120 because YouTube doesn't do that, unfortunately. But man, this looks really good already. I mean, just look at look how sharp the character models are. Look how great the hair on Red 13 looks. It just looks overall very, very smooth. You can see this is clearly on PC, Z control and R on the top right. I can't translate this, I'm sorry, but this is going into the battle against the motorball at the very end of chapter 3 in Ever Crisis. And just look at the detail on the motorball, man. It's just like you can see all the cracks and crevices in the wheels, the little details on the metal body right there. Cloud is wearing the Zidane outfit for the Final Fantasy IX event, which is pretty cool. But you see all the different attacks you could do, like 1, 2, and 3, and 4. This looks really good. And I have been playing this, juggling this on my phone. I have a Red Magic 8S Pro that I play this on, but also you guys have seen me on PC playing it via LD Player. LD Player lets you play it in 144 frames, which is beautiful. But because of the restrictions and the fact that it is an emulator, you can't really upscale the resolution as much. So this definitely looks way better than just playing it on LD Player. Seriously, this looks fantastic. Like the way that how much sharper it is, it already jumps out of my eye. And this is a feed on YouTube. When you see it yourself in true 4K, if your system supports that, you're gonna see just how crazy good this looks. And I mean, let's jump forward a little bit, right? Because I mean, all this stuff right here is showcasing normal gameplay stuff, right? There are other areas too, there's the beach area from the first soldier levels, which I think looks really nice too. Oh my god, look at the scales on this dude. I hate this goddamn monster. That looks really nice. There's something else I wanted to show you right here. Towards the end, they actually go through the characters, they zoom in really deep into the characters and just show the detail of the outfits, and just look at the hair, bro. This looks really good. This is what we've been asking for, Square. Oh my god, I really wish the first soldier got this treatment. I really liked the first soldier. I did. I hated the fact that it was stuck on mobile, and it's just a shame to see that this is... I like Ever Crisis 2, but oh my god, look how that looks beautiful. But this is coming to a PC first. Oh god. And with bad news too, they announced the shutdown of Dissidia Opera Omnia, another mobile game, which is really disappointing to see. I mean, that has a very strong fan base, and to see it being shut down the day that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth releases, oh, that hurts. It hurts a lot. But the company's going through a lot of shifts and a lot of changes. I mean, Kiryu, the new CEO, the new president of the company, he's already made changes so that they will focus on their more AAA titles, and obviously they're starting to form partnerships with other companies outside of Sony, like the PlayStation exclusive. Sorry, my voice is a little. The PlayStation exclusive aspect of Square Enix and Final Fantasy for a little bit has been, of course, profitable, but in terms of actually benefiting the company in more stuff for reviews and overall community outreach and people liking their product, because there are a lot of people that are console extremists that actively will negatively review or have a negative view of Square Enix and their products because they're just not available on their platform. And you know, we know a couple of companies that already do that. However, Square Enix is looking to rectify that and no longer have a crazy exclusivity with like a year for Sony. They're looking at like 3 months minimum now, which I think is good. Hopefully this is a good sign of them working towards no more exclusivity. Like, you know, as soon as a game releases on a platform, it's available on everything else basically on launch. And I would prefer for that to be the case, and I think Square Enix would too, regardless of the fact that they're getting like exclusive bonus money and whatnot from Sony and whatever companies they form exclusive contracts with. I think they would rather have their games being played by a lot more people and enjoyed in that way. Please, if you're watching this, I would really like to see the First Soldier make a comeback on PC some way, somehow, some way, man. I would still play that game. I really did like it. I really enjoyed it a lot. Well, there you go, guys. We're seeing in real time from 2020 the PlayStation exclusivity drop from a 1-year thing to in 2021 it dropped to a 6-month thing to now being a 3-month thing, and not just with PlayStation alone but with the mobile titles. 3 months on mobile, and then eventually Ever Crisis released on PC, and Rebirth on PC is going to be a damn good experience. I mean, we've already seen what the modding community has been able to do on the PC version of Remake in a very short time as well too, and since it's reusing Unreal Engine 4, a lot of those assets are being reused. I have no doubt that the modding community will be able to find a way to maximize that and have us be able to reuse those mods and possibly even enhance them even further on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth when that does release. Looking forward to a hot summer, guys. But it feels good to be back. I'm happy to be able to make a video for you guys. The second half of November, I was just completely swamped with like family stuff, weddings, parties, unfortunate funerals. Just bad timing, and I got sick. I'm still getting over the sickness, as you guys can hear, but I'm just glad to be able to make a video for you guys and start the month of December off right. Next week, we are covering the Video Game Awards live. We're going to be going live maybe 3 or 4 hours before, making tier lists, talking about things that we want to see, what we hope to see for the Game Awards, and I really hope I see you guys there. So be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you are new. More Final Fantasy updates are on your way, and you don't want to miss the Video Game Awards here on the channel. My name is BltzZ, and thanks for watching.